long. But we're into it. Game 1 of 2016's top 8.
Going on to Fountain of Dreams. Okay, so I'm really digging it. Yeah, right there, UREC. You know, that's a shield grab bait. And Pulp says, I'm not going to fall for that. I know you're Steez, so I'm going to shield drop forward air at you and just put you off stage.
Yeah. And you know what? One thing that we saw, so Hungrybox's most recent, like, crazy loss was versus Wizrobe about a couple weeks ago. And Wizrobe, we all noticed that, like, he did so few grabs.
Yes.
It was just one of those things where he did not play into that weakness or that mix-up with the max.
Oh!
Awful DI. Hungrybox disappearing at, like, 60%.
Yeah.
Plump with a one-stock lead.
And again, right there, you see H-Box going for the grab bait, and Plump says, I'm not having any of it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hit you with my moves.
But one thing I will say is every year, Hungrybox shows up at EVO. This guy plays out of his mind on this stage.
Right, even in, you know, the 2013, 2014 timeframe when he wasn't, like, a contender for best in the world, he was always, like, hot at EVO.
Yeah.
I mean, he was... honestly, when it comes to clutch factor and mentality, I really think H-Box literally leads the pack.
Yeah.
I think he's number 1. He does not crumble under pressure. He always seems to be the guy that makes these crazy, you know, 3-stop, 4-stop comebacks in matchups that are supposed to be Puff disadvantage.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so one dynamic you're going to notice in this matchup in particular, Puff has really slow ground movement, but really, really good, in fact, the best in the game, aerial mobility. You know, weaving side to side in the air, and that is actually Sheik's one weakness, is that she doesn't really get much side to side momentum, which is in the air. So even though Sheik is really, really good aerials with strong hitboxes, very little recovery, good startup, you know, Puff's back air and her aerial mobility let her stay outside of that range. But Plump's speed is actually making it so that, you know, he's winning a lot of these little situations just by virtue of being where he needs to be. Again.
Yeah, Plump's movement is actually like next level.
Right.
So slick.
Back in the day, people thought Sheik was like a slower sort of character, you know? Sheik's like Dreffen, Taupe, very smart, but, you know, less technical players. And Plump sort of he was one of the Sheiks that really rewrote the book on that, I think.
Uh-oh. Wow, really tricky recovery. And Plump keeping this stock is so important in Melee. So you notice that the percents go up. Most fighting games, the health bar goes down.
Yeah.
Melee is a different beast. And it's so important in Melee to hold on to your stocks. And as, you know, someone on offense, building percent is great, but really what you need to do is you need to take the stock. Right,
and there are moves that are specifically designed often to take the stock, right? And if you don't hit it with a kill move, that's when you see these stocks that go into like the 200%, where you're not actually doing yourself any favors because they're not dying. Ooh, I was wondering if that was going to be a rest setup, but H-Box just went for the safe fair move. Yeah, Needles.
Great trade by Plump putting that nair out. He knew he was going to get hit by that forward air of Hungrybox, but at least he was able to trade and get at it and dodge.
Right.
Looking poised at this pace to take
honestly,
game 1.
The needles are wowing me. Okay, this is the H-Box reads a low recovery. Plump goes high. Wow! And he turns the recovery situation around, grabs the ledge.
And I think it was so sick to go for the up air because, you know, if you're going for back air, Puff has so many jumps and can, like you were saying, maneuver so well.
Right.
So Puff actually just let Hungrybox use
whoa. Sorry, does H-Box have jumps? Oh! He grabbed the ledge! I'm sorry, I was counting. I was like, I think he's done. But because, you know, Puff floats so slowly downward, he was still able to grab the ledge. I thought that might have been the game.
That was the pixel where he would grab the ledge. He was 1 pixel lower. Hungrybox definitely was going to die.
I'm sorry, Plump is nasty.
Yeah, yes. Yes, he is.
Oh! Is that not quite
no,
good?
Not yet.
Yeah, good DI from H-Box.
One more strong hit like that will do it.
Yeah.
But not easy to get those.
And by the way,
so dangerous in these situations.
But what I really like, so count them. Plump has done 0 grabs thus far.
Yeah, he had no jumps. He had no jumps, no pounds.
Yeah.
And Hungrybox down the game in the winner's bracket, up 1-0. At EVO, we're doing all 2 out of 3s up until winners finals.
Losers finals, grand finals. And in the Puff matchup in particular, winning game 1 is really crucial because there are certain stages where Puff honestly is at a big disadvantage. Pokemon Stadium, that's hard for Puff.
Yes.
And now that he's got game 1, you know, the stage counterpick edge is in Puff's favor. That's a really big deal. Plump is poised right now. And I gotta say, he's playing hot. He's hitting these links that are like that drop down, soft back air, immediate forward air in the reverse direction. That's easy to flow. Yeah, he's looking real comfortable. Oh my god.
Yeah, it looked like Hungrybox just took center stage like he usually does, but Plump was kind of able to get under him and hit him with that up air and just switch everything off. Living.
Yoshi's story, I think that would have been stopped, man.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Man, and tell me why the whole time I feel like Pulp is the center stage. I feel like HBox is off, off center constantly. I feel like Pulp is boxing HBox to the wall. And HBox is really comfortable in that scenario in a lot of matchups where he just kind of camps the ledge and, draws his opponent in. But Pulp is like not having it.
Yeah, and he actually just turned around his invincibility where he got Hungrybox to chase him, got out of the way, baited an aerial on his shield, and was able to get the first hit by doing a shield drop back. So,
Guys up the top.
That seemed like it hurt.
Yeah.
Charge forward smash. Ouch.
Puff's forward smash is
it's actually stronger than it needs to be.
a rare case of a move where Sakurai and the team gave it a really weak-looking animation. Puff just kind of weakly lunges forward and then it hits you and you go flying. And you're like, well, that wasn't very fair.
Great evasion by Pulp. I mean, I'm talking too much about Pulp, but I mean, an amazing evasion where he's getting in these. Hungrybox is creating the normal, pretty good situations for Puff.
Right.
But Pulp is able to pick the options that are kind of making it most difficult for Hungrybox to follow up.
Yeah, and I will say right there that I think that would have been a pretty guaranteed edge guard for HBox if he was below 100%. But because he was above 100%, he was at 103. He had to do the slow get up to the ledge and couldn't cover Pump's landing with the rest. That
hitbox is huge.
Yeah. Again, Plump not going for grabs. He's still not grabbed HBox at all. And this is exactly what we saw from Blizzard. Another Central Florida player, from HBox's home turf. These guys are going to know him better than anyone. Drop down there.
Yeah, after Hungrybox just kind of threw out a forward smash, not really sure what he was going for. Sometimes it's a really good read because forward smash is, I don't know, if you already have it out, there's very little the other person can do that's going to result in even a trade.
Right.
So it's kind of like a call out on this person's not going to block or run away. They're going to try to face me head on and my move's better.
Right.
But caught with his pants down a little bit.
Yeah, there it is again.
That was a really nice up B by Pulp.
Oh yeah, he made it tricky. He did the one where you can maybe go to the ledge and be a little high, go to a platform, go onto the stage, make it a little obnoxious to cover.
Yeah.
HBox covered everything though.
Well, let's see what Hungrybox can do. I mean, like I said, at EVO this guy shows up. Like you said, he's got a crazy clutch factor. He is down right now.
Yeah.
Hungrybox in the losers bracket at EVO what would this be at the fifth place?
Feels
mark?
unprecedented.
Yeah, that would be nuts, especially considering we already have Mango down there.
Yes.
And one of Muji King and Armada is going to go down to the loser side. Having Pulp in winners finals at EVO would be legendary.
Insane. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, that was so sick!
And he
down tilt.
Yes, and he crouch cancels, which would have maybe saved him from the down smash, but it put him right exactly where up air or forwarder would have just KO'd brutally.
Winners bracket stock.
And again,
it
bears mentioning, HBox is the favorite here. This would be considered an upset, but Pump's trying to say, look, man,
nah, dog.
There's a new chief, there's a new sheriff in town. Where town is Orlando, Florida.
Ooh, the tomahawk.
Yes.
Empty jump grab. It's a mainstay in fighting games. Okay. Let's see if Pulp can make it back.
Dude, and I gotta say, I don't know. I feel like,
is he
my
make
God.
It back? Yeah, he's back.
I mean, but Pulp gets a punish
grab.
off it. He gets a punish. That's very dangerous percent for HBox. HBox is actually flubbing a lot of these little edge guards. Okay, he's gonna get that. That's free, but he's missing the edge guards, on some of these read-based situations with Club off stage.
Never count Hungrybox out.
Absolutely not.
This is one of those situations we were talking about before where even though he's
gonna get
down,
it
feels like he has an advantage right now.
Yes, that alone was so scary. That was that looked like at a little bit higher of a percent that could have been a rest for
Great spacing by Pulp.
Oh,
he's chasing.
Yes, and he's putting these hitboxes right outside of where HBox wants to be. This is the needles right now. He's trying to snipe his jumps. What's he gonna get? Oh my God!
And Plump advances in the winner's side. Hungrybox going down to the loser's bracket.
Yo, the assassin needles.
And Plump taking his